What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are checking out this video right here. So, how we save money in Australia 2024, and this video is once again by the Bam Famalam. Amazing channel, great videos from doing about Australia. So shout out to you guys. Link to original video in the description below, guys. And yeah, let's actually see how we save money in Australia. Let's get it, guys. Don't forget, like the video, subscribe. Check out our Discord community, link is below in the description. And yeah, let's get it going.
Spoke about the cost of living here in Australia, which if you missed it, I will link in the description. It was quite a shock to some of you. So let's talk about how you can save your dollary dues with some of our money saving tips. First of all, for running a home, if you're renting, see if you can go for a property that has solar. If it's a decent system, the difference it can make to your electricity
That is true, bro.
quite substantial.
That can make a big difference. I also was renting a house with this thing, and bro, it does save a lot, honestly.
And at the moment, electricity is probably one of the higher bills that you're going to get. If you're buying or you own your own home, then it's definitely worth thinking about solar as well. Honestly, we put in I think it was a 10 kilowatt system at our first Australian house. We went from having pretty high bills down to zero. In fact, I think we were in credit. So even if you don't end up doing it, we do recommend getting someone out to have a chat about it, but make sure you go with really reputable companies because as with all things, there's scammers for everything. And if someone gets really pushy salesy, then tell them to go away. If you've got a home loan and it's not on a fixed rate, then I highly recommend that you contact your home loan provider every 6 months. Ask them if they can reduce the rate, because if they can, winner, winner. And often they do. They're not going to contact you and
That's
make
interesting.
an offer to you. You have to contact them. You have to be proactive, especially if you've seen a lower rate elsewhere. Don't be afraid to tell them that. Living in Australia, we had our first encounter with tank water, which was fantastic because it really saved us on our water bills. However, at this house we have
Okay, I don't know, water bills aren't really that expensive though, right? I don't know, it just depends. Maybe in Australia they're actually more expensive. I'm not too sure. Let me know in the comments below, guys.
got tank water, but if you can, use it. So because when we had tank water, you don't want to run out of tank water, we made sure that we were pretty much in the shower for 3 minutes. It was a case of getting in there, quickly washing and getting out as quickly as possible. And even if you don't have tank water, that does save you a massive amount on water bills. If you want to hang out in the water for longer, just go for a swim. When it comes to home insurance, the prices have gone up significantly. However, have a shop around. Don't just accept one quote. Go on some of the comparison sites. Also, take advantage of offers that insurers give you. For example, we put sensors up in our house provided by the insurance company to reduce our premiums. When it does come to insurance, whether it be home insurance or car insurance, it does not pay to be loyal. They often entice new customers with huge discounts, but then the next year you won't get those discounts because you're no longer a new customer.
Oh wow. So
loyalty towards insurance companies, banks, all those kind of things, that's old school. You don't need to do that because it doesn't benefit you.
Okay.
So make sure you shop around every year. My other money-saving car tip is to use the 7-Eleven petrol app.
7-Eleven.
And the reason
I've heard about this one.
because you can lock in a petrol price from the surrounding area. It doesn't even need to be at the petrol station you're at. And you can pay significantly less for petrol. So for example...
Yeah, I've heard about this app. But I don't know, is it worldwide? Does it work in every country? I'm not too sure.
For example, sometimes it might be $2.10 where we live, but it might be $1.70 30 kilometres up the road. In which case, yes please, I'm paying $1.70 per litre. There's been times when I've saved $30 on one tank of petrol. So for me, I think that app is a no-brainer.
So wow, that app really does a big difference then. There you go, guys. Check out the app.
Mobile phone, we use Aldi Mobile. It's on the Telstra
mobile
network.
plan, okay.
We personally find the service to be really good where we live, and we have a yearly plan with them. So we're paying significantly less than if we were buying a monthly plan. I'm not sure with Aldi if this is available to new customers. If Aldi Mobile aren't doing it for new customers, there are plenty of providers that are. When it comes to shopping groceries, there are a few things that you can do to save money. First of all, I stock up on non-perishables that are on half price deals. This might be things like your favorite shampoo, toothpaste, hand wash, even things like rice. If I wasn't buying these non-perishables when they're on special offer, I would completely blow my budget. The other thing to do is to use supermarket loyalty programs such as Flybuys and Everyday Rewards. So often with Flybuys, I get offers come through such as if you spend $80 every week for 4 weeks, you get $50 back at the end of it. Wow. I tend to save these up for Christmas time. But what I've noticed in Woolworths recently is they'll often do special offers only for their members. Personally, I think you may as well take advantage of these offers. Do consider buying
there you go, guys.
At either a fruit and veg market or a fruit
buy produce from market or fruit and veg shop.
Often it costs significantly less, and it's also often better quality. When it comes to produce as well, the prices do change all the time depending on what's in season and also the supply. And whatever is in season, that's what my family gets.
Season,
if it's out of season, I don't buy it. Personally, I find that shopping online stops me from overspending because I'm not distracted by everything else that's in the aisle.
That is true, guys. Like, I don't know, I've never shopped online, but I think I need to try it out because like when you're actually visiting like a supermarket, as she said, you're looking at different things around and you want everything, but through the app, like online market, you'll just get the things you actually need. You see what I mean? So that's one way to save.
I have my list. I type into the search bar exactly what it is that I want.
There you go.
And that's how I try to shop because it does make sure that I only get what I need. I get my contact list.
Okay, there will be a delivery fee for sure, but still, you probably save money on that.
Lenses online from a company called My Contact Lens. I think it's either .com or .com.au. Anyway, My Contact Lens, I find them significantly cheaper, but also their service is exceptional. When I put in a wrong order once, they were straight on the phone because they saw that this wasn't my normal order and they were making sure that everything was okay and that I'd got the right thing. They also deliver really quickly, and I realised that this sounds like an ad, but it absolutely isn't. I've been using them personally for
fair enough,
I think about 6 or 7 years, and I really like their service. I'm really happy with them, and that's why I'm mentioning it. And also they're a lot cheaper than buying them from your optician. JB Hi-Fi is an electrical shop here, and
you know what? I'm actually looking at her Woodport for quite a while. I want one of those, guys. I literally want one of those.
What you can do every time you go in there is always ask for their best price if you want to buy something, because often they will reduce things. In fact, there's not been a single time that I have been there where they haven't reduced an item for me. And in fact, many companies, especially with high ticket items, will price match. Some won't, but some will. It's always worth asking. And it's worth having a search online beforehand to see if there's anywhere cheaper you can get it, and then asking them if they'll price match. When you're going out, many venues will actually offer deals on certain days of the week. For example, it might be on one weekday they offer kids go free. So maybe if you're not fussed on going out on a Friday and Saturday night, you could see what offers venues are doing. You'll have to forgive me because on last week's video, I forgot to include the most important item in Australia, which is coffee.
Oh yeah,
so
coffee.
If you were to buy a takeout coffee from a coffee...
And coffee's the thing you actually use every day. It's crazy.
Shop. Roughly, you're looking at about $5 to $7 depending on the size and the venue.
Yep.
And while we're talking about those coffees, many of those cafes also offer a loyalty scheme. It's always worth being a member of those things because if you're going to buy something anyway, you may as well get a freebie out of it. I really want to hear your money saving tips in the comments, and if you're interested in moving to Australia,
Wow, so that was an interesting thing right there. I just want to add something on the coffee part. Like, there's places where I go for coffee, they give you like a card and they give you stamps every time you buy a coffee. And when you complete, like, say, 10 coffees, you get one free. So that's another thing, like, which saves something like per month, right? Not all cafes have this, but I think you should chase the ones that actually do. But yeah, guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, guys, do like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out, guys.